Good morning, guys. How are you doing? Welcome back to another episode on MandM Beyond Words.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome back to another great episode here on MandM Beyond Words. And today we are diving into a topic that's very sensitive: the xenophobia incident in South Africa.
So that's gonna be something very much of essence that we need to talk about as we're speaking, because many African brothers and sisters are suffering in South Africa at the hands of South Africans.
Right.
So which is something which is so terrible.
Right.
I mean, Africans suffering at the hands of other Africans.
That's the sad part about it. It's not even African and any other continent, but it's African fighting other Africans, and it's bringing in so much chaos and too much uncertainty
Definitely.
across Africa. So yeah.
And it started like a while ago, since 2008. South African Xenophobia Act have started somewhere in 2008.
Right.
After the apartheid and everything. So that's when it started. So the last time I know of one was actually in I think 2024.
Right.
When one happened. And so many people died as well.
Yeah, I mean, back in 2008, the incident was very chaotic, and sadly, so many brothers lost their life. I think close to 60 people were killed in that incident, and thousands were had to flee back to their various countries. So that's very sad thing to see happening.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Africa, we should be each other's, like they said in the Bible, be your own brother's keeper, right?
Yeah.
So Africans should be like that towards each other.
Right, that's very true. But unfortunately, in parts of Africa at this point in time, that's the complete opposite. So
Yeah,
it's really sad seeing Africans fighting other Africans.
definitely. It's just some of them are just not like let's just say like not Gambians, right?
Yeah.
It's like if you look at the Gambia at large,
Yeah.
you find if you look at the Gambia,
Yeah.
you have all nationals in the Gambia.
Right.
Almost. Let me say all. Let me say all. But if you look at the Gambia, you have almost all nationals living in the Gambia.
Yeah.
And everybody's working hard to have their daily bread.
Yeah.
And you don't see people or Gambians actually running after these foreign nationals and be like, you have to leave our country and then or else we do this and that to you.
Yeah.
So we have to be each other's keeper. When you go to your country, not to be there for a reason, and then we keep each other safe.
Yeah.
I mean, you have bad people in every country that you go to.
In every society, in fact.
But that doesn't mean that you should discriminate.
Yeah.
For the people.
Yeah, I mean, you have absolutely no right to like fight people just because they're in your country, not to cause violence, but then to search for greener pastures. And in South Africa, the sad thing about all of this is that this is not the first time that it is.
It's not the second.
It's not the second, and
it's not the third.
It's not the third, and it's getting worse and worse. It's getting to a point where it's gonna bring conflict among Africans, because if
I say not Africans, between South Africans and Africans.
Yeah,
because like no, if you say because between Africans, that means Africans having fighting each other, like this part and that part and that part.
Right.
Because South Africans themselves, they don't consider themselves, part of Africa.
Well, that's
so now if you look at it in that context now,
yeah, anyway.
It's gonna be South Africans against Africans.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean that's actually been the case, and that's something that's terrible.
It's very very terrible. It's been happening for so long, and I think we need people to come out and talk about issues like this, because even though people are talking about it on the internet, I mean, we need more volunteers, people who are willing to come out and just speak facts for the benefit of our continent.
Yeah, definitely. And that's been happening. It's
Yeah.
governments have been doing it, but these are people that are very heinous
Yeah.
and with their crime nature and everything.
Yeah.
You can there are actually two people that are actually leading this thing. It's a guy, it's a man and a woman.
Mm.
The current one, I don't know of the past, but those are the two faces that are showing on the internet, and they've been talking a lot. You have white South Africans,
Yeah.
and you have white nationals in South Africa that are foreigners,
Right.
right? And you have black people from all African countries as well.
Yeah.
So when they talk to black people, the tone that they use and talk to black people, and the tone that they use to actually talk to this. So the tone that they use to talk to black people,
Yeah.
and the tone that they use to talk to white people,
Yeah.
are it's very different. You see, they address white foreigners politely, and when it comes to African people, your own fellow African human being, I mean, brother and sisters,
Yeah.
and it's something different.
Yeah.
It's violence,
It results in violence,
and then what happens is that either you die or you suffer.
or you lose your business overnight.
No, losing business is like just the tip of an iceberg.
Yeah.
But losing your life is actually the most important thing that you have. Yeah. Because like they beat the hell out of you,
Yeah.
and then probably you might even survive the beating. So that is why you have numbers that became.
Yeah. It's worth talking about, just to emphasize on what you've just talked about, like the fact that the way they address the white fellows and the way they addressed their own brothers and sisters from other West African or across African countries is completely different. I think that speaks volumes. That means that obviously the way they see the white fellows in their country and their own fellow Africans, there's a huge margin, because it means that they absolutely seem to value the white fellows more than their own brothers and sisters. And when you think of that in a deeper level, it does not connect. It doesn't make much of a sense to me.
Yes,
if I'm being honest.
They don't discriminate. They don't differentiate. They're just afraid of them. Because you know why? Those people use gun on them. You come to, and then let me tell you one fact. There are town in South Africa, as we are speaking right now.
Yeah.
It's only meant for white people.
Right.
And now, so South Africans in South Africa, black South Africans cannot even go to that town. And you don't even fight that right since.
Yeah.
And you're there talking about other Africans coming to your country and doing, and let me tell you things that they say they take. They say they take their jobs, their women.
That's what they.
And I seen on the news the other day, and that was pretty funny. Like, I mean, this whole thing is not funny, but that was very funny.
That was absolutely funny.
And the guy was like, "They are here, and they're taking our women." I mean, this is a very serious and delicate topic.
Yeah.
But like, somebody cannot just take a woman like that when they don't have nothing going on in their lives.
Obviously, that's going to be very hard. I think that probably that's not what's happening. I think this whole issue has a lot to do with it, because when you look at it, you realize that South Africa, the unemployment rate in the country is quite high. Even though the economy is good, but then the amount of youths, South Africans that are in the country that are not employed, is way too much.
You don't know why, or you know why already.
Well, I honestly don't know exactly why they are not employed.
Because South African youth, most of them they are not educated. They don't want to work. It's daylight armed robbery, parties, drugs, prostitution.
Yeah.
And all of these things are like when this thing gets into the youth in a society, this is the outcome.
Yeah, obviously.
So South Africans are, as we are speaking right now, it's all about having no jobs. You know why? These foreigners that are there, they have low paying jobs, low wages, and they're working.
Yeah.
So now you come and talking about these people actually taking your jobs.
Right.
While the jobs that are available, you don't want to take them.
Yeah.
You're not educated. You're on drugs, prostitution, stealing, daylight armed robbery. And I've currently watched one particular guy going home, walking on the street, and this guy just came from the back and hit him with a spanner on his head.
Yeah.
And the guy immediately collapsed. And it's most likely that guy will die from that, incident because of where he was being hit.
Yeah.
And probably he might succumb to the injuries that he might, get from that. And then when they get to him, imagine you've been hit and you fell on your face, and the people that did that to you were two guys, and then they turned you over, search your pockets, took whatever that they want to take, and they leave you there.
That's what's been happening in South Africa lately. So, and their youths, because what they're telling the world is that these foreigners come to the country and snatch their opportunities, snatch their jobs, and I honestly don't believe that. I think they're just trying to invade these foreigners just because they're in their country. And because it's funny how you can just attack a random person who came to your country and found you in your own country, and started from scratch, and he or she was able to establish a business that's working very well for the individual, and just because you're
paying tax
on top of that,
and you're not doing it as South African,
and as a South African you're not doing that, and you're just attacking them just because why they're in our country. They are far away from home.
And you said they start from scratch. Yes.
Yeah.
Fine. And you know where that scratch is? Taking low paying
jobs.
Yeah. And then you as a South African, you're not taking that job. And then when somebody starts taking that job and they're making a living from that job, and start establishing themselves, and you see them as a problem, to your society, to your economy, and on the other way around, you should see it as a motivation, as something that is actually contributing to your economical values. But alcohol, hard drugs, is not making it easy for South Africans to see, for this South African youth to actually see what is going on in South Africa at the moment.
Yeah.
And then in the long run, this is going to haunt South Africans in other parts of African countries that they have gone to. And then let me tell you, South Africans, anywhere in this world, you're found there as well. You don't stay in your own country. You also travel to other parts of the continent.
Obviously, that's true.
We have South Africans in the Gambia.
A lot of them.
We have in Senegal. We have in Nigeria, and the Nigerians that they have been attacking right now. And you know what they say about Nigerians? They say Nigerians are there doing prostitution and all these criminal activities, right? But I can tell you, maybe that it can happen, because like I said in the beginning, you have good people and bad people in the society, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that's the case.
Yeah.
But now if you look at the crime rate and the number of South Africans in that crime rate, and can you compare that to the number of crimes that have been committed by foreign nationals?
Not really. Not because majority of the crimes that are happening in South Africa before and still now
is done by the South Africans.
It's all started by them. They start everything. The youth start everything, and I think they should really wake up.
Oh, definitely.
They need a wake up call, because like you said, it's going to haunt them across other African countries, Because what I don't understand, bro, is that this world we must be mobile.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be like a crab.
Yeah.
If you don't move around, you don't get chubby.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you need to be mobile. And honestly, as a youth, you're not meant to obviously stay at one place. At some point in time in your life, for one reason or the other, we tend to travel. For what? For greener pastures.
Definitely.
Yeah. So when other Africans are coming to South Africa to develop themselves and make their lives better, and they've been bullied, because that's the right word to use. They've been bullied
Violently
by South African youths. That's quite sad. Africans fighting other Africans, or South Africa fighting other Africans fighting
other Africans. Because like the number of Sierra Leonean nationals, and the number of Ghanian nationals, and Nigerian nationals, and Senegalese nationals, and Guinean nationals, in the Gambia, it's just too much.
It is too much, and that's like, you see how comfortable they live.
And then they work in their jobs. They're on the streets, struggling
on a daily basis.
Okay, so we don't want to take those jobs, right? Probably we don't want to take those because there are other Gambians that are doing those jobs, right?
Yeah.
But they are doing those jobs. Have you seen or heard any Gambian around talking about they have taken these jobs? You don't want to do them, so why you complain when somebody does them?
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, exactly. You don't.
And then they pay tax.
And then they pay tax, and you don't even pay tax.
You don't even pay tax.
You just
and then you just being another number. Another, how do they even say it? Another number to the tally or what?
Right, and for some reason, what they don't get is that these people that come to our countries and create businesses, they pay tax, and when they pay that tax, they contribute to our economy. Yeah, I feel like awareness is very, very important. Marty, I feel like so many people lack it. Because I don't think, because what you said is quite fun. They're not educated inside of the youths. Because I feel like if they
didn't even want to go to school.
Yeah, I feel like if they're educated enough. No, we're not saying every South African, like all South Africans are not educated. But then the people that are creating this chaos around in South Africa, I don't think they are educated. Because if you're educated, you should be very much aware enough to know that people that come to your country and open businesses, they pay tax to your country.
Definitely.
And that's going to contribute to the economy of your country. So why are you fighting those people? It does not make any sense.
It does not make any sense. And then, and the recent video that have been circulating, is that they are now going to hospitals.
Right.
And checking on people's ID cards. And the first thing that the guy said in the hospital was, if you know you are not South African, stand up. And when nobody stood up and he asked for their IDs, and they don't have no IDs, and they just have to stand up. And he asked them to leave the hospital premises. Can you imagine? You have people that have actually struggled, maybe very sick, and you struggle to get to the hospital while you are waiting in line to actually go about your daily checkups or your checkups. And then a random citizen comes in and tells you to leave the hospital. And can you imagine that person, the person doing that, have his family members. One of them is in another country, let's say in the United States.
Right.
And then somebody came into the hospital and tell them, if you're not a United States national, please leave these premises. You'll see how that person will back on the internet about their family member being discriminated on a part of the country.
Yeah, I mean, when they started going to the hospital, they got to the next level.
Definitely.
You got to the hospital where sick people are. You have no empathy, nothing like that. Just come and just be like, where are your ID cards? Where are your documents? And if they're not able to show it, you literally do whatever you want to do. And that's really terrible.
Definitely.
That's very, very, very bad. Extremely bad for that matter.
So they actually have to figure their ways out, find their path, and then change from this barbaric behavior. The world has have moved from this stage
Yeah.
to a better stage. People
Yeah.
are actually doing good, and then trying to bring in new technologies, new things to life.
Yeah.
Look at what happened to the United States when they started deporting Latinos, like people that are without ID cards.
Yeah.
Sorry. Some of them even have green cards, but yet still they deport them.
Right.
Now, look at what happened to the farming sector. The people that work in the farm, people that take low wages and all of that, those are the people that are actually deported.
Yeah.
And then what happened was that they started having shortage in farm produces.
Yeah.
So now, if these people that are actually taking this low paying jobs, when they leave, what will happen?
Who is going to take those jobs now?
And not those South Africans that are out there complaining, none of them will go and take those jobs.
Yeah.
So that is actually very terrible. So guys, for reference, the video that I was talking about.
Yeah.
So guys, this is the video. He's asking if they are South Africans. This is crazy.
So very, I really like to look at it. It's a very sad thing to see.
Can you see how they are taking people in a hurry that are sick in the hospital?
Out of the hospital. These people are completely mad.
So I'm looking for the two South Africans national. Okay, one of them is here, and I'm looking for the other one. And the lady, she's claiming that foreign nationals are taking jobs and all that. Her parents are not South Africans. One of them, she's a failed a radio host. Two of them are failed radio hosts, but have failed in their jobs already.
Right.
And they don't know what to do no more.
Yeah.
And then just going about harassing foreign nationals in their own country.
Yeah.
And they have killed all of them. And they have killed one of their own national.
Yeah.
Thinking that was a foreign national.
Yeah.
And I've seen reports about the same thing about that. Look at it. According to reports, he said he has been killed by South African nationals, thinking that he was a foreign national.
Yeah. So,
and just look at how big of how do I even say this? A musical icon just dying because somebody thought that you are a foreign national.
Yeah, big musical icon for that matter.
And then South Africans don't need they're supposed not to forget about one thing. Africans have been supporting them when the apartheid was going on.
Yeah.
Ghana, Nigeria have supported them
amicably
and financially. They have. South Africans, you all are not supposed to forget that. And some of your people have taken refuge in Nigeria from when they were exiled. They were in Nigeria. Nigerians took them in, gave them life,
shelter, and all of that.
And then look at what they're paying Nigeria to return.
Very, very. It's not very easy to talk about this because, I mean, it's just a sad thing to say, to see rather, like what. And the funny thing is that this is just an amount of people or youth in parts of South Africa. But what they are doing right now, they're staining the whole country.
Definitely.
See what happens when you have bad citizens in your country. They do an act, and then they stay in the whole ownership. But now people are not saying, but this part of South Africa. We are saying South Africa as a country because of some let's say some very irresponsible youths
Exactly.
that are living their ways and attacking people that have absolutely they have not done anything wrong to them.
Definitely.
You know how stupid it is when you're in your country and someone else can come in and find you there and start doing something for themselves and they start developing themselves and you jealous of them or something. It's really sad.
Definitely.
And when they don't like it, they always come back. They're taking our jobs, they're taking our women.
I've just watched that on news. The guy said they're taking a woman.
Yeah.
Okay, now fine. You need money to take care of a woman. You live with a woman.
Yeah.
And you don't have one. You don't have a job. You don't have money.
You have nothing going on for you.
Yeah. It's either alcohol, prostitution, and drugs.
Yeah.
So how are you supposed to cater for a woman when these three things are the order of your day?
Yeah. I mean, it's not very wise. I don't think a wise person would. For someone that claims that they're taking your woman, and in fact you're not doing anything that qualifies you to even be with a woman. Because if you want to be with a woman, what you need finance. You need to have stuff going on for you.
Definitely. Responsible.
You have to be responsible. Even you don't need to have all the finance in the world. Just have something going on for you, something that fulfills you, something that makes you happy.
Just be responsible.
You just have to be responsible. That's all.
But some of them are not responsible at all.
No. It doesn't seem like that.
And then let me tell you one thing. I've seen videos of South Africans.
Yeah.
Like things that we watch on TVs, movies.
Yeah.
South Africans are doing them in real life. Like a bullion van that's transporting money from one place to another. South Africans will attack you on the street, place a bomb on the door of the van, the back door of the van, or blow it up on the streets, broad daylight.
That shows you how crazy these people.
And then, if you stand on their way, you get killed.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah. You just have to obey what they're asking. If you don't do that, you're dead.
Yeah. And then these are the people that will come and complain that they are taking our jobs. They are the ones that are causing all this crime.
Yeah, completely useless people. And
so does that make sense? It don't ring a bell. So try to actually work on your own people.
Yeah.
Mentality has to change from they are taking our jobs. They are taking our women. Go and do the same jobs that they're doing.
And you start from there.
Yeah. Everybody starts from somewhere.
So something is always better than nothing.
Exactly. Have a bread.
Yeah.
It's better than none.
It's better than.
So you see half a bread.
Yeah.
Chop it. Eat it.
Sure.
That's what you got.
For sure.
And then probably someday you have a food. You have a love.
Yeah.
But then,
and since imagine this whole scenario started since 2008.
Yes. So it was just in sequence.
2008, I think in 2015, 2019, same thing happening. 2026, just recently.
And when people are trying to do something better with their lives,
they've started their nonsense again.
Yes. And
people need to step up and tell the truth to this.
You think people haven't done enough? And guys, this is one of those people that is actually doing these things. How do you call it? The ringleader.
The main man.
The main man.
Oh.
So this, for you to remember this face anywhere that you go to, this guy, this xenophobia is actually going on in this 2026. This guy is the face of it. And he'll go to workplaces, find foreign nationals on the streets, and actually be discriminating them. And I've seen a video of him talking to a foreign national who is white.
Right.
And you see this guy, he followed his hand like this, talking politely to the guy, asking him questions. But now they meet a black national, foreign national. They don't fold their hands. If you don't answer questions real quickly, you chop knuckle.
Yeah, they start blowing you.
And it makes zero sense.
This is a topic that you can talk about all day and you won't quite grasp it because it just doesn't make sense.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's just the bottom line of this scenario, and it seems like they don't want to stop.
No.
And if they don't stop, it's gonna escalate
Mm-hmm.
to a point where they're gonna cause
Mm-hmm.
nations across Africa cannot be there and seeing South African youths just unnecessarily attacking their citizens and just bullying them. What they're doing, it's gonna result in conflicts among South Africa and other nations across Africa. And us as Africans, obviously, a good African wouldn't want to see that.
No.
We are all working towards the same goal. We want to see Africa prosper. You don't see this. Have you ever heard of this kind of thing around Europe or America or any part of the world where Europeans will go to another European country and then they will start doing these things?
That's why they have a European Union. We
That's what I'm
have
saying.
an African
We
Union.
do have an African Union.
We also have an African Union.
Yeah,
And Africa should unite.
as one.
And when we unite, we can do greater things. We can use each other's resources to make better things for ourselves.
For the benefit of the whole continent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now, you go to another African nation, an African country, you face discrimination.
Yeah.
Because what? You are a foreign national.
Yeah.
And then they should also not forget one thing.
Yeah.
They have their embassies in other African countries. They have their citizens there.
Right.
And what if their citizens are actually facing the same kind of thing? How would they feel when they see their citizen being harassed on a daily basis?
I mean, it's the same way that other Africans, they're going to even feel worse. These people know what they're doing.
Exactly. And then let me tell you, there are other South Africans, like the way we are sitting here talking about this thing,
Yeah.
there are South Africans on the media that are actually doing the same thing. And I've seen a young guy, very young, I might be older than him, right? And I've seen that guy talking about South Africans need to go to school.
Okay.
So it's not we here talking, we are talking about our own nationals, right? We're talking to our nationals, those that are in South Africa.
Yeah.
And those that may want to go to South Africa, because not everybody actually, gets, to check the phone and then try to know what's going on around the world.
Yeah.
But maybe if you're here watching this and you're planning on going to South Africa, these are the things that actually it.
Yeah. At least they will have a very good insight about what is going on there.
Yes.
And hopefully, I don't think anybody will want to learn in South Africa at this point in time.
Definitely.
But
and then this is a lady. The two faces. And let me tell you, this lady is from Mozambique.
oh, okay. She's not South African.
I mean, she is by birth,
Okay.
but she's not. If you look at from her father's house,
Yeah, I get it.
because her father is born in Mozambique,
Yeah, I get it.
and you guys can see this is the second phase of this whole thing. So, and you see, this is what usually happens.
Yeah.
The people that are not actually natives,
Are the ones causing all the problem.
yeah, they be doing a whole lot of things because they are immigrants. Now, the same way when you go to America, you have immigrants that are also fighting other immigrants.
Right.
Doesn't it make no sense?
None of it.
Like, and if they speak, you know this is not American.
Yeah, obviously because of the accent.
The accent, the tongue, it doesn't match. And with an American.
Yeah.
So why should you actually be discriminative of other immigrants? Your father was an immigrant. And if he were treated the same way, you wouldn't have liked it.
Well, that's right. That's very right, and that's very factual as well.
So this is just crazy.
It's sad talking about it. It's really sad because we can always imagine ourselves being in that kind of situation because we are all young, and as a young man, honestly, you never really know where life might just take you at some point.
Yeah.
So when we see things like this, what we can do is to come out and talk about them and share our own perspective of the whole situation. But then, and I think more, we need more people that are going to come to the media and just be talking about stuff like this, because in one way or the other, it might affect all of us at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the message that South Africans are sending to the whole of Africa is that we don't need foreign nationals in our country. And if the whole of Africa is trying to take the same step, bro, it's going to be hell.
It's going to be chaos.
It's going to be chaotic.
And let me tell you, the funniest part is that you see all these foreign nationals that go to these other foreign nations.
Yeah.
Usually, they don't even go by air.
Yeah, they use road.
They use road transportation.
Yeah.
Or
whatever.
Yeah, sea transportation. Yeah. Because they don't have, they make money, but they don't want to use that a whole amount of money and paying tickets, right?
Yeah.
So let's say, God forbid, for something like that to happen. Let's say a Sierra national in the Gambia. No, sorry, a South African national in the Gambia. And all of these things going on, and then we have our Gambian brothers and sisters that have been discriminated in South Africa.
Yeah.
And so the Gambians also want to take the same step.
Yeah.
And as a South African, then you have to flee the Gambia.
Yeah. And
when you're fleeing, you go to other national or other countries, and when you get to those countries, you show your documents.
That's right.
And then if it shows that you are not that national, what will happen? Are you going to reach your destination safely?
Likely not.
So probably you might pass Nigeria, you might pass Ghana, and the Ghanaian or Nigerian nationals that you have been actually discriminated in your country, and when you get to their nation, what will happen? It's just like when you take a mouse, or you take a rabbit, and you throw it into a lion's den.
Yeah,
what are the chances of the rabbit surviving?
0. That's a very, very good scenario.
So South Africans need to,
and we don't want it to get to that level.
No, Africans have to live harmoniously, support each other,
let each other
be your brother's keeper.
Yeah, for sure.
And then some of the South Africans, you have Christians, you have Muslims there.
Yeah.
And then if you read your Bible, if you read your Quran, you'll find that all of it is talking about peace. Let's be harmonious. Let's live in harmony. Enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
But now it's a different whole case.
Right.
South Africans need to change their ways and do better.
For sure. And like obviously they are not on that path.
No.
They're just getting worse and worse.
But they will learn the hard way. If you don't want to change, you learn the hard way.
Yeah.
And then the hard way is that your own citizens would suffer at the hands of other nationals.
And you won't have absolutely anything to say about it because you've been doing it for so long.
And then I've not seen any case of where when these things happen, a South African has been killed in a foreign nation.
Yeah.
But it's been usually South Africans that have been killing foreign nationals.
Yeah, I mean it's just crazy and it's sad thing to say. And the earlier they stop, the better for the whole continent.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So and then I think if there are any Gambians in South Africa and the government, take out your citizens in those countries. Nigeria, Ghana, Malawi, Mozambique. In the Gambia, if we have Senegal, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea-Conakry. If your citizens are in South Africa, take them out from South Africa.
Yeah.
Because as things are going now, people have started dying already.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like it's going to stop anytime soon. So the earlier these various governments of the various nations we just mentioned, the earlier they act, the better for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that simple at this point in time.
So, before we end this episode, I would like to give the last message to South Africans, youth. I know my brother here will have a message for you too. So what we're going to tell you is that if you're not gonna change your ways and try to live with foreign nationals harmoniously, then stay in South Africa. Don't go out of South Africa. Nobody's gonna promote violence, but nobody cannot promote it. But nobody cannot. But I can't, or somebody cannot guarantee your safety
Anywhere else.
anywhere else.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's better you sit down and then try to reason and understand like the weight of what you guys have been doing and how other foreign nationals and then how their people in their country have been feeling about what you have been doing to their citizens in your own country.
Yeah.
If they are not documented, you can just deport them. And it's not the government that is actually attacking these people and then trying to deport them. It's South African civilians, I mean, that are actually taking matters into their own hands, attacking foreign nationals on the streets, in their houses. And then what? Are you documented? No. Leave. Does it work like that? No. You have to deport them. And deportation has, every human being has rights. And whoever that you're deporting, they have rights. And you have to go by that right and deport them to their country.
Yeah.
But what you guys have been doing is inhumane. It's uncalled for.
Yeah.
You have to change your ways and do better. Those two South Africans that have thrown, you guys have to do better. If you want to be safe, stay in South Africa. Nobody can guarantee your safety in other countries. Thank you.
Yeah, that message is very clear. Thanks for that, my brother Madi. Well, my message is quite simple and it's not going to be too long. I mean, I'm just going to be talking more about the fact that those youths in South Africa that are doing all of these, I don't know, unnecessary and weird actions, we should just understand that we are all Africans, and the bottom line is that we have to support each other. And they need to understand that people must move around for greener pastures. So if people come to your country trying to figure out their lives, let them be. Let them live in peace for the benefit of you, South Africans, and the entire continent, Africa. So that's what I have to say. Anyway.
All right, that's a good message. And South Africans, take note. We are not playing. I mean, we don't promote violence, right? But you all have to do better. Change your ways, or your ways will be changed for you. In the other way around.
Right.
And so this episode has come to an end. And any foreign nationals in South Africa, stay safe, watch out for yourselves. Have a great day, guys.
This has been MandM Beyond Words. See you guys in the next episode.